Let's turn back to the presidential election, and there's a great story here. Safety and security are driving women and minority voters to Trump. Joining me now, the great Kellyanne Conway, former counselor to President Trump and president of KA Consulting, Fox News contributor, author of Here's the Deal. It's just kind of cool. First of all, welcome back, my love.
Thank you, Larry.
Welcome back. Trump did an interview with Breitbart, but it's not the only place he said this. Safety and security driving women and minority voters to me and to GOP. And, you know, the polls show that. I mean, there's another story. Even Jason Riley in today's Wall Street Journal, who does not like Trump, and that whole gang is against Trump for whatever their own reasons are. But he said Trump's winning the minority votes. He's winning black votes. He's winning Hispanic votes, winning women's votes. Safety and security, Kellyanne. This is right up your alley.
So I say there's a SAFE acronym: security, affordability, fairness, education. You run on that, you win. The security piece is most important. It's economic security, it's border security, but now it's also national security and it's public safety. Democrats made a grievous error 4 years ago saying defund the police, giving all that no cash bail nonsense to criminals. Even the vice president herself, Kamala Harris, did so at the time. And now it's coming back to bite them. Larry, there was an article recently about Austin. The city council 4 years ago took over $100 million away from the police to put it into public safety. Sounds like an oxymoron. They have record number of police resignations, early retirements. And guess what's happened? Crime is on the rise. There was a mother of 2 children, ages 5 and 7. They got in a car accident. The kids were bleeding. She called 911. Other people called 911. She had to call Lyft, a ride share, to get them to the hospital. Because when you defund the police and not defend the police, you don't have public safety. But it's all kinds of security. You know, people know that there was more economic stability and more national security, border security, and just public safety with Trump there. Bullies prey on their victims. So you got Putin and Iran, and the Mexican foreign minister today say, don't you dare send the Mexicans back to us. We won't take them, state of Texas. That's a federal.
I love that.
So bullies know that they can get away with that when they smell weakness.
By the way, Trump would double their tariffs. I mean, that's the way he did it in the first place.
And China. He did.
I mean, why not?
We talked about that recently, actually. All of a sudden, he said, I'm going to do your tariffs. They changed their policy right away.
Right. He's a great negotiator. Now, the other thing that's so interesting, though, about this, particularly with the minority groups, Kellyanne, there's a cultural point here.
Yes.
They are tired of the Democrats' woke and cancel culture and no Americana, no American history and so forth. That whole story has backfired on Democrats. And these are working folks, right?
They are. These
are Latinos. These are African-American. They're seeing the same thing.
The minority voters, in large part, particularly Hispanic and African-American males, are leaving the Democratic Party. They believe the Democratic Party has left them. It has something to do with economic upward mobility, home ownership, business ownership, but it has so much to do with public safety and the cultural issues. Why? Their kids were home for the better part of the beginning of 2 school years, and they got to hear what they're being taught in these conventional schools, masked up with our kitchen islands as classrooms, screen time as school time. But there's something else going on here. The Democrats, most of them, and the party for sure, are openly hostile to religion. You don't believe me? Ask the 30 plus of them who couldn't condemn Hamas in a resolution. It said nothing about Israel, Palestinians. Condemn Hamas, couldn't do it. They're always offering their thoughts now. They won't even say thoughts and prayers anymore. I offer you my thoughts, Larry. They won't even say prayers. So the Democrats know, you know, the Hispanics know. You walk into any Catholic church, we're both Catholic, Larry. You walk into any Catholic church in any major suburb in our nation, on a Sunday, who's in there? Multi-generations in the pews of Hispanics and Asian Americans. I've seen it firsthand. The masses are in Tagalog, they're in Korean, they're in Spanish. That's who's propping up the churches. The whites are out jogging and having brunch. They've lost it. They're openly hostile to
So you've got 2 fronts here. You've got a cultural front, but you've also got the security front. And finally, the economic front. They're paying a fortune of borrowing costs for their mortgage, borrowing costs for their car, borrowing costs for their credit cards.
For everyday necessities, not luxuries.
I'd say they're 0 for 3.
Everyday necessities. And the Democrats made a grievous error thinking that Hispanics would back them up on attacking Trump on border. Oh, he wants to build a wall. He's this, he's that. Hispanics are saying, I spent 20 years trying to come here legally. I played by the rules. You're just letting people pour in, and they have rights that my kids don't. You're plucking my kid out of their classroom in the Bronx to put a migrant kid there. People know what they see, not what the Democrats say.
You hear that? Listen to her. Kellyanne Conway, font of wisdom. Terrific stuff. Good to see you.
Thank you, Larry.
Thanks a lot.